Okay, do you guys have sound now? I'm trying to make sure it's the right one. Yep, I think you should have sound now. I'm sorry, you guys, I did not have my sound. It's so weird when I do a FaceTime with somebody and I do it some with my team, and then when I switch back, sometimes it just turns off. It's so weird. So I'm really sorry about that. So what I was saying is I already posted my October host code. It will be pinned to my Facebook page, Marcie Besecker Designs, by the end of today. And then also it's already on my blog. So you know if you go to my blog, immediately it will always be on the right hand side. Just scroll down, it'll say host code, and that is always the most current host code. So you can always use that one. Thanks, you guys. Sorry about that. Oh, I'm done with bingo, and October's bingo is going to be so much fun. I'm really excited. So there's like a fancy fold 3D kind of, not really 3D, more of a fancy fold project. There is a really fun card. And then there's two items that kind of go together, but don't have to. They could be two separate items. One is definitely a 3D item that you will be able to use for a very long time. That's all I can say. And the other item is kind of can go with it and doesn't have to. That's all I can say. But you're going to love it. You can sign up for bingo. That's going to stay open until day of. It helps me if you sign up ahead of time because I can start prepping for kits. The sooner you sign up, the sooner I can get kits prepped and ready. And then I usually will make extra for those that sign up close to the day of, because that way I don't have to reinvent the wheel and go back and recreate kits again. And especially because bingo's the 19th, I'm going out of town the 23rd. However, I will have your kits out before I leave. So even if you sign up day of. So if you have to pay closer to the day of bingo, that is fine. Can you put that in the note section? Just say, signing up, I won't pay until closer to bingo or whatever. That way I don't say, did you find the link to how to pay, and I won't bother you. I am going to post the products that I'm going to be using. So I think I will, I'm getting my product list ready, and I will go on my sign up registration form under the events, and I will post the products on there. I will tell you a couple of things. The ice cream set will be used. The stitched greenery, I think it's called stitched, let me look. I think it's called the stitched greenery. Artistically inked will be used. And there's so much I don't want to say. And the Forever Fern will be used. So that's what I will say. I want to go out of the big catalog. I want to choose things that you probably have on hand. And so I know Christmas is overwhelming. It's coming. And so I want to kind of do stuff that you probably have on hand and that maybe you can make as a Christmas gift. Just saying. Aloha. Okay, let me look. We can sign up for bingo late. Great, paying closer. Yeah, that's fine, Nola. So if you could just go to the registration, yeah, put a note in there and just say, I'll pay closer to bingo. That's fine. It's just if you don't put a note, you'll probably hear from me saying, did you find the link okay on how to pay? So I don't want to bother you if you're going to do it later anyway. And I will the week before or whatever start, messaging and making sure who's paid, who hasn't, and that kind of thing. Oh, thank you, Shelly. I have to put it up. It's so hot. My bangs are getting long. So I have an appointment. Yay. But when it's hot, I like to put it up a little bit. I can't put the whole thing up because I just never have. I've always had shoulder length hair. I don't usually go too much longer. And I always think, oh, I'm going to grow it so I can put it up. And I don't. but now I've started putting part of it up because it's just nicer, easier for me. Okay, let's see, what else do I have? Okay, so I don't know if I can tell you this or not, but something new is coming, and that's all I can say. So you will be seeing it. For those of you that know that something new is coming, demonstrators, that will be my November bingo. So that's what I'm saying. That will be my November bingo. Be on the lookout. So what's going to happen is you're going to start seeing demonstrators create with it. I'm so sad. I am out of town next week. I'm going to a wedding. So, and Disneyland. Taking my grandson kind of on the way back from the wedding. His other grandma and grandpa will be in town. We're all going to a wedding and then stopping there on the way home. Right, Tashana? So that's going to be my November bingo. Just so you know, it's going to be a lot of fun. But October's bingo, I'm super excited about it. I'm so excited. I showed my upline and I showed her what I was doing, and she's already bought everything to make 60 of the item that we're making. So one of the items. So she's very excited about it. So, and I'll be making more. That's all I can say. All right. So bingo is going to be great. You've got my host code. Where's my paper with my notes? Don't need my keyboard. Well, I just wrote notes for you, so I didn't forget anything. Oh, here they are. Okay. Oh, my word of cheer class. Okay, so as much as I loved my fall class, which I still have 4 kits available, just saying. I have 4 of this kit still available with a video. It is on my, oh, I lost a card. Oh, here we are. It's on my blog. So you can go under the shop button that's next to events, and it will, you can sign up and get this. There's 4 left if you want that kit. But my next kit, and here's a little sneak peek of the fall. You can see it a little bit better there. But my Christmas kit that's coming up, I'm going to be videotaping right after this. And so that is going to be available starting October 1st on Friday. If I can get the video done and everything uploaded tonight, it will be ready starting tomorrow that you can purchase it. So how I'm doing it is, it says they will be mailed out October 31st. So they will be mailed out by then. My hope is if, I just received the fall kit, I'm going to watch it. Oh, good, Katie, you'll have to tell me how you like it. So my hope is for that kit, I will cut everything and have it shipped out October 31st, plenty of time for Christmas, but these are beautiful cards. One is a shaker and it is so pretty. So that kit is, I have the supplies listed too. So when you go under the events and you read the words of cheer class information, you can look and see what's in the kit. Of course, everything's going to be die cut unless you have to stamp it, but there's a lot of die cutting in it. So those will all be done for you. So I hope that helps. All right. I think that is it other than my October bingo. We mentioned it. You can register there at marciebeseckerdesigns.com/events. And that's where you can also find my words of cheer class and any other kits. I have a lot of people out of the U.S. asking about my classes. And yes, there's 3, there will be 4 listed by another one today. So I think that's a total of 4 classes that I have there that are just videos that you can purchase and have those for your class. And for those locally, and you can still buy just the video if you'd like, but if you want the kit, you can get the kit and the video, so that'll be on there for a couple of them if there's kits still available. All right, so let's get busy. Today what we're going to do is we're going to work with Shaded Summer and Summer Shadows. I have a little bit of an idea of a couple things to I want to try and see if we can get it to, to come out to be something. So I pulled out some cardstock. So I just pulled out some basic white, some So Saffron, and some Coastal Cabana. This one is 3 3/4. Let's see, 3 3/4 by 5. And then this is, oh, let me just make sure. No, this is 4 by 5 1/4. This is 3 3/4 by 5. Sorry. This is just slightly larger, so it's 3 5/8 by 5 1/8. So I just wanted it to have a small border. That's what I did on this one. Sorry about that. This one I just did some black and white. And then I am bringing in some ribbon, our polished pink ribbon. And this is as far as I have gotten. I have a couple ideas. So we are going to start with the dies first. And I don't have anything planned. So I told my husband, this could either be Whip It Up Wednesday or What Not to Do Wednesday. So we'll see. All right. So let's just give it a try. I wanted to try these dies with the rainbow paper. So I brought in some rainbow paper. I'm just kind of thinking, and I'm going to try some black glitter paper also. So let's just give it a try. Let's see. I've got these smaller pieces. Let's try and use up some scraps. And let's pull in a yellow. I don't even think I've used this rainbow paper since I did the hippos last year sometime. So I'm anxious to try it. And then let's try, I want to see what it looks like if we put the black glimmer on top of this to just give it like an outline. But I know some of them are little. Oh, let me mute my sound right here and pull this out a little bit because I know it's kind of close and it's making a really weird line across it. I'm guessing that weird line across it might just be from the paper on the camera, so hopefully that's it. All right, so let me cut a little piece of this. If you guys have ideas or want to see something, let me know. I just figure we'll give some of this a try. And then after this part, for the stamping part, I have a really good idea of something that I want to try. So we'll see how that works. What not to do Wednesday? Well, we'll see, Katie. It could be scary. Okay, so let's pull in. I'm going to pull in the large machine because I'm thinking we're going to cut a few things. So this might be a little close for you at first. Here, let's just get some images cut. So for the background, I definitely want to use some rainbow paper. We do have some Coastal Cabana, so let's do this with this one. And I want the lines to go like this. I think it looks weird kind of the other way, so we'll just have them where it's darker, the purple more at the bottom. And then this one, let's do, all right, we're going to move that over here, this over here. I want some pink because we have pink ribbon. And oh, is this right? Yeah, that's the back, the full size. Okay, then let's take this little one. So yes, next week, I will be here on Sunday, but I will not be here Wednesday or Sunday because we're going to be gone. So don't forget to come back, watch some videos, say hi. And then I will be back the following Wednesday. Whoop. All right, let's see what we get here. This cuts out so nicely. Okay, so there is our one flower. I'm going to do a couple more of the yellow. Like I said, I don't know if this is going to come out like I want it, but I'm going to try something else also. So I want to do a couple of these yellow flowers. Let's do one real yellow here. Let's try and save some space, go in the corner. And then let's go ahead and move that over and let's pull in, let's do our black now. Hi, Cheryl. I forget how thin this is. This is so nice because it's not super thick, so it's easy to use. All right, let's see. I don't have any leaves. I guess I need to do some leaves. Okay, we'll pull in the green and try some leaves. This could be a disaster, but we're going to go ahead and try it. Like I said, we haven't tried any of this, or I haven't anyway. Hi, Carla. So we're just going to see how all of this works out. And like I said, it could be what not to try. But we're going to give it a try. So there's that one. Here's this. I want to do one more with some more orange in it. So I'm going to go over, well, probably two more. And I want to pull in this one for black. So we'll put this over here. Let's see. I'm going to try and squeeze it as close as I can. Okay, I think that's all I need. All right. Hi, Elaine. We just started. We are just trying some things. This is kind of a Whip It Up Wednesday. We're kind of just seeing what we're interested in trying, and I've been wanting to kind of play with the rainbow paper, and so I'm just cutting up some flowers to see what this is going to look like. Like I said, it could be what not to do Wednesday, or it could turn out really nice. So we'll see. The black might be a little much, but we're going to try it anyway. All right, so there's that. And the other thing I want to do is I think we are going to move the black for right now. Let's get with the leaves. And so let's go more on the green. I don't think that's enough green. So I'm going to get more paper out over here and find a green piece, something with a lot of green. So I'm digging in my envelope of paper. Okay, so here we go. So this has some green on it. So I'm going to try this one. And let's just do the tiny one too. Why not? All right, so we have some leaves. I want another flower. So we'll try that. And if you guys have an idea or anything, let me know. I just finished my Being a Goodies today. Oh, Nancy, I'm glad you like them. Yeah, these die. Okay, so for those that that don't know, these Summer Shadows dies are in the sale-a-bration, and sale-a-bration ends tomorrow. So don't miss out. If you want these, they go with, I don't know what oh, here it is. They go with the Shaded Summer. Now, Shaded Summer, the stamp set, is available in our large annual catalog. Okay, but this will be available for some time, but the dies will not be. So don't miss out on these. You want to make sure you get those. Okay, so I like that little leaf. I'm just die cutting away. Who knows what we're going to end up with, but I think I'm going to go with just that for now because I have a different idea. But instead of, well, maybe we should do the black on the leaves too, only because it's going to coordinate with the rest of what we're doing. So let's take our last flower. Let's take our leaf outline, and then I think we're ready to kind of see what we've got. Or what we have, but shouldn't have, because this could be a yay or a nay video. So we'll see. Yay, Bonnie. Yes, you did. We're just starting, and this is kind of a let's just try it out video. You know, I have to say, it's been a crazy week, as my weeks have been with my grandson. I've been busy and having so much fun. We had his birthday, my husband's birthday. It was so nice having family in town to celebrate birthdays with. So that was a lot of fun. And if you're on my Facebook, you saw the cutest little picture of my grandson with his tush and his little construction hat that I gave him. Oh, it's so funny. But that was, it's been really, really fun having them in town for sure. All right, let's put this down and just kind of play, see what we have. And so are you in the future or are you living in the past? I don't know. All I know is I get really tired. I'm not used to having my little ones around, and so I get a little tired. That's okay. It's been a lot of fun. And I think they're enjoying having us nearby. So, all right, so let's just clean everything out a little bit. And I have some ideas. Now see how all these are the black is the lining on top. So we are just going to make a sparkle card. So the rest of the card isn't going to get too crazy. So there's my leaf. This one doesn't have, unless I overlooked it, but this one doesn't have a little die. So we'll just put that aside for right now. This one is the top also. And if you look in the back, it's a little easier to just make sure you're not missing anything. Like this one here, I can see all my pieces that I need to get rid of. So we'll just clean these out. Now, like I said, after this one, my next technique, I haven't done in a long time. And I definitely haven't done with this set, but we're gonna give it a try. And I think it'll be fun. Because sometimes you come across sets that maybe if you end up not having these dies or dies that go with a set, I'm going to kind of show you what an idea that's going to help you. All right, so there's that. It's a little bit different than the baby wipe technique. It's going to be a little kind of another step, I guess. All right, so make sure you're looking through all these little pieces, and none of that is your flowers. And let's see. You are going to take this, so let's take a look and see. I think that's pretty. All right, we're just going to glue them together and see what we come up with. What is our future going to be? I don't know. It's going to be bright, Nancy. That's what I say. Future on what? What do you want to know? I went over some of my classes a little bit. My next Christmas class is the Words of Cheer, which is going to be a fantastic class. The next bingo is, I am so excited about it. All right, so now we're just going to add this here. Okay, we're just going to add it. This is going to be just kind of a blingy, colorful card. Now this one, see how there's not a whole lot of detail in the middle. It's all in the black, but I think if we take the yellow and we put this here in the middle, and it probably aligns somewhat. I don't think it does. I think this is fine. Maybe like this. Let's just try that. And then we put this on top. It gives us just a little more color. So let's do that. And I don't think this aligns any certain way, so I'm just gonna put it on there. Let's try this one. I'm gonna try and see if it does go any particular way, but I don't think it does, so we're just gonna put it on. It's on glitter, so I'm gonna put a little, not super heavy, but definitely a nice amount of glue. And then I'm just going to kind of make sure that this is in the middle. So this point here and then this up here, just kind of make sure that it's aligned. Okay. And now we're going to add this on here. And this one, you just need to watch your outside. And I'm just going to go around the inside a little. Now remember, when you have little things like this, you could also add glue and then just kind of set them aside for a bit. And then you can wait till it starts to get a little tacky and then add it so it doesn't ooze all over. But I'm just going to be kind of careful on how much I'm putting on. All right, so I'm going to turn this over. This one has a big dip right here. I think it's going to go like this. And you can also mark your dies and mark your stamp so you can make sure where everything goes. Look how pretty that looks now that we have the 3 different colors. So make sure, yeah, adding that extra in the middle just really gives it some more. And so this is our color here. And we're just going to add our leaves. Like I said, I don't know what we're doing, but we're going to figure it out. And then I think the next technique will be kind of interesting. I'll show you. I haven't done it in a while, but it's always been kind of a go-to when you have these kinds of stamps that, you know, like when these didn't have dies. And if you miss out on the dies and you didn't get them, which I highly suggest you do, because look how pretty these are. All right, and then of course in these dies, you have the larger ones that match our stamp. So these big flowers here. And then you have this for our little sprig. And so this, you know, would be a great set to, again, Stampin' Up! Has really knocked it out of the park by having dies that we can use without the stamp set and ones we can use with the stamp set. It's funny when sometimes when you look at the stamp set and you're like, oh, I love, you know, the stamp set's okay. And you're like, I don't know, I have one that's kind of like it. But then you look at the other dies in it and you're like, oh, wow, that's a lot. Okay, so we have a leaf that, you know, like, I don't know where we're going to put it or how we're going to do this, but I don't know yet. So we're going to put those aside. And we will put that on, I think, the black and the white. And I'm thinking we're going to layer a white on here. So let me see if I want this size. All right, so this one is 4 by 5 1/4. And so I think I'm going to take another white. Let me grab. I love the black glitter too. And it's really pretty on how it outlined that. I don't know what we're doing yet, but I think I'm going to put white behind it because it's just really, okay, I always like to do it half just in case I need this for something else. And I already know the size. And then we're going to go to 4 1/4. And then I'm going to decide, that's already 4 1/4. I think I am going to give it a fairly big black border. So I'm going to go 3 3/4 by 5. All right, so we'll set that. And then we could emboss this and then add this on top, but I'm kind of thinking that we could bring this in and maybe bring, let's do a sentiment. Let's do a fairly big sentiment, because if this is going to be up here, I want something kind of big. This one's the largest one. May the good you do come back to you. That's a good one. So if we put this like this, now we're just kind of trying to figure out what we're going to do. It's going to be on black. And this is the crazy part. Like, what are we going to do? Or even if this comes down here, I think I need another leaf. I just don't want too much. Oh, white is half size lengthwise. Half size lengthwise. So this way, oh, okay. So we'll do this. So are you saying, Nancy, you want it to do it this way? Like half size, I need to change my blades again. Like half size here and maybe put the flowers over here? Okay, I like it. Let's do that. All right, so this is 3 and this was 3 3/4, so 175. Okay, that's half right there. I like that idea. All right, so we can do that there. And then we can pop the sentiment up. Or should we turn it? Oh, let's see. With the sentiment across over both. Like this, you mean? We could do, so like if we cut the sentiment and we'll put it across both, but we can do something else with this. We'll figure that. I think there, I don't think there's one on for this. Nope, just the yellow. Let's see. This over here. Oops. Okay, let's think about something. I'm thinking for this. Okay, I have an idea. Oh, I don't know. I was going to do gold foil on this, but I don't know if it's going to look so pretty with this. All right, let's do, I think if we bring in some, what if we bring in some Mango Melody on top of the black, and we can use the greenery thing on this. So this is 4. All right, all right. This we're going to cut. If we're going to do 4, let's do what we originally had the white, and let's just see what this looks like. This is one of my favorite colors, so we'll see. Let's take the greenery dye, which I have in my, I'm just saying, I have this in my bingo pile. So let's pull this out and see what it looks like. All right. So this stitch greenery, if you don't have this, it's beautiful. Do you have any black ribbon that you can make a knot for the center of your yellow flower? Ooh, a tiny, oh, you know what? Let me think about that, Lisa, because I may not have ribbon that's small enough, but I do maybe have something else. So let me think about that a second. All right, so let's put this on here. And what's nice is it doesn't have to be exactly straight. I try to make it straight, but I'm going to flip it over, lay it down. And we're just going to put this through. What's nice about these Wednesdays is because, like I said, I've been busy with my grandson and I don't have to plan it. I just kind of have something in my head, like I wanted to use the rainbow paper. And you'll see that when you look at what supplies I'm using. Right now, I think I have glimmer black paper, rainbow paper, and this stamp set bundle. I don't even know if I have anything else because I was not sure. Look how pretty that is. But we're going to do something to that. So hold on. All right, so I want to try something. Let's take, and I use this color a lot, so it may not be as ready for this as I think, but I'm just going to use this color on color, and we're going to try just to add a little depth and see if we can. Okay, yeah, this pad, I've used this a lot. All right, so let's just, oh, look at that. We're just going to add a little bit of depth on here. And maybe we do this as an ombre. Well, let's not get crazy. And so I'm just going to add a little on here just to kind of give it a little more depth, a little more color. And then we'll just come up. I like to go both ways with this little stitch. I like to go this way because it's catching the raw side, and then I like to go backwards so that it gets all of the color and all the little grooves. All right, so I'm good with that. That just kind of adds a little bit. Okay, so let's put that aside. All right, so we're bringing the black back in. I think we should put black around that. So let me find some black paper. I had another piece somewhere. It's okay, we'll just grab another piece. And then let's just, this one is 5 by 1 7/8, so we're gonna do my desk. Okay, 5. So let's go to 2 1/8. I have ink all over me. Look at that. Oh. Okay. And then let's just keep it at 5. And we'll just, whatever that is, we're just going to do it. All right. Okay, my paper's coming undone. If I get out of view, just let me know. All right, let's see if this is too much white. No, I think this is okay. All right, let's adhere this. Hi Marie, welcome. All right, let's adhere this here. Just kind of I want a little more to the right. I'm going to do the bottom. Why did I flip the paper over? I don't know. You can align this, but it's not going to be a full length in the middle. Okay, there we go. I still don't like that. Okay. I think this might end up being too big on the left, but that's all right. All right, let's just go up. Let's just go for it. We're going to trim off a little bit because I think it's too big. Marcie, do you have any? Yeah, Lisa, I'm having an idea about that. All right, that's better. We're just going to even that up, make it clean and straight. There we go. All right. So let's do this with this. I want to keep a little bit of yellow on the side. Now I feel like it's Halloween color, but we'll fix it. All right, let's, little black ribbon. Okay, let me think of something. Let me think. Because okay, I think this came in the pet set, and I don't know if it's still current, to be honest. We could use black twine, but I have this out. We're going to use it. If you have this black and white, I would say use it. So we're going to use it because we have it. So this might be a funny card, but that's okay. All right, so we're just going to bring that in. Lay that there. We're going to adhere that, but I like to do my flowers first. And we're not quite sure what we're doing yet. And I don't even know if I'm going to use them all, but we're going to figure that part out. Oops, we don't want to use that because that goes to another card. But I have some scrap paper, so we're going to do a sentiment. So let's do that first. Or your multicolored pearls. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Let me stamp this. All right, we're going to put black. My blocks are still dirty. I keep telling you guys I need to clean them, and that has not happened. All right, I'm just looking at the words across. Oh, wow. Look at how my stamp is crooked. I could tell as soon as I went to go put it on the paper. So we're going to turn that. I have a crease. There we go. That was funny. It's like my words were going upward. All right, let's try that again. I still feel like they're going upward a little bit, but I think it's the sticker. I think I was probably in a hurry when I did this. All right, so let's do that. I do like the idea of some kind of rhinestone instead, so let's figure that out. All right, so here I'm going to cut a little bit off, and then I'm going to cut right here. I'm going to cut a little on the bottom because I'm probably going to put some kind of a border on it. And I like to go this way so I can see. I think I need a little bit more. All right. All right, so there's our sentiment. And we're going to just adhere that on black, and then we'll come up with a border somehow. All right, so let's kind of put this together. This is going on a white card base. I'm kind of wondering, okay, we're going to do something with these for sure. And I like the idea of the black. Okay, I'm going to use a black. Hold on, let me grab some. I'm going to use my black. You guys know I used all my crumb cake out of this for my bingo. Debbie, yeah, we are using the Shaded Summer and the Summer Shadows, and that's where we kind of started. So now I'm just kind of coming up with an idea. Nothing specific, we were just kind of playing. So there's two things we could do. We could take this and we can thread this in and make like a little tiny knot on those, which is kind of what I'm thinking. Or we could put some, I want to do dark just to offset the like the black. So like a black gems or color pearls or something, but I'm kind of thinking I like this. What about cutting a black circle? Oh, you know what? I love that idea, Terry. You could color a few rhinestones of block shaped. Okay. I'm still going to use this somewhere, but I like Terry's idea. So if you know me, I do not like giving up my punches. So I do have all of these. This one has a little flower shape, which is cute, and I might do it. This one's too big, but if I do it under, so let's try my scrap paper here. Here we go. So always use this. So this is a bigger circle. So let's see, if we put this underneath, you can see the sparkle through. On top is too big. Let's try all these options. Okay, then we have this one, which we could put on top, but I don't like it. This one will fit underneath, but it's easier with the larger one with glue, but this one actually works well too, and you can see the sparkle. And this one, let's try this. This is the cute little flower one. Okay, so we have that one. We have this one to go underneath. And then we could do like, I mean, we would go inside the little holes on the image, but we could do something like this, and then we could cut it, and then we could fray it. And cut them short, and then fray this one and cut it short. Oops. And we could just add that on the inside, but of course we would attach it through the holes. What do you think? I kind of like this, but I kind of like that too. I think this one. The little flower one punch and lift the petals up. The little flower. Okay, so you're saying this one and do the petals upward. Well, I would do the petals like this. So they're up, but open. Okay, so there's one thought. Oops. Glitter up. That is cute and bold. Or this one. And then this one is on top with the glitter that comes through. All right, what do you think? Yeah, I like the one on top because you can see it much better. So let's do that. I'm agreeing. Okay, so all of that goes away. But I'm thinking I'm going to do a triple bow because it's twine. And we may not put it there, but let's check it out. We could tuck it somewhere. I have mango all over my hands. Oh, if you guys saw what I did yesterday, I had ink everywhere. Okay, so we'll leave that there for now. Let's add those. So I need 2 more because we want to do an odd number. Oh, wait, we don't have this flower in yet. And we may not. I don't know. We may. I think we will. All right, where did my glitter paper go? Oh, right here. All right. We need 1. And we need, I want to use all our scraps. And 2. Okay, so we have 3. That can go. All right, so let's add, well, let's fold our flowers first. Okay, so we've got that one, we've got this one and this one. Okay, so I'm going to bring my mat in because of the holes in the middle of the flowers. And we're going to put those on here. Oh yeah, those are cute. I have been wanting to use this. I used the glimmer paper, the rainbow paper, when I did the hippopotamuses, and that card came out really cute. And I don't think I've used it since then. It was fun doing my bingo because it was my favorite, some of my favorite things. There's a lot of favorite things in this annual catalog that I really like. So it was kind of hard to decide, but I'm really happy with what I came up with. So I will be listing the supplies on what I used so that you can get an idea. But I tried to use in fact, I think I did use everything from the new catalog, the annual catalog. So you don't have to, hopefully you don't have to purchase anything. I know the holidays are coming up, but I have a fantastic gift idea that will be really, really good. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and adhere this, and we are going to cut it. I'll show you how I would do it if I were doing it this way at home, which I'm doing now. I'm going to give myself a little border. I don't want a super big border. Let that dry for a minute. And then what I like to do is I like to use my larger scissors that I have. Darn, I was putting together your tags. I forgot. Oh, Gloria, that's okay. This is card 1. I have another idea. This is kind of I'm just winging it Wednesday. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut from this side because I want to see on this side. And I may go a little farther than I want because I want to be able to kind of see where I'm at. And I'm always looking up ahead as I'm cutting. So now I'm going to cut this way and I'm going to be looking here because I want to make sure that my scissors aren't doing this or doing this, and I want them straight. So what I like to do is I like to start out about where I want, and I can always make it smaller. And I'm looking towards the tip of where I want it, and it's actually just fine for me. So as long as I'm cutting, oh, let me move this so you can see a little better. As long as when I'm cutting, I look at the tip. So as I'm cutting like this, if your tip is out that way, but you're looking right here, you're going to be close to here, but then your tip is going outward. If you're doing this and you're cutting and you have your tip lined up where you want it, then you'll be good. And that's how I like to do it. All right. Ooh, I'm really liking these colors. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. We are going to pop it all up. So let's put our sentiment in, and I'm thinking our sentiment maybe right here, maybe our leaf up here. I really like that leaf, so I might just kind of pop it up like that. And then we have our little leaf. Where did our little leaf go? Oh, here it is. All right. And then let's pull in our little guy. And I'm thinking our bow may be over here. Maybe we'll, and maybe we don't put a bow. I don't know yet. But if we put a bow, I don't know. What do you guys think? Stick a bow in there or no? But I want to see our big flowers. Okay, let's move that up. And we're going to pop it all up. I just want to kind of get an idea. What do you guys think? Okay, we can add that later if we decide. All right, so let's go ahead and do some dimensional so we can get a better idea of what everything's looking like and where our placement's gonna go. All right, let's do this. Okay. All right. All right, I want 3 there. I really want this to kind of be the main focus, that flower. And then we're going to pop everything up. All right. Thank you, Jane. All right, so let's do, well, I'm going to put large one. Oh, I love the circles on the top. I love these little flower circles. So I suggest whenever there is a punch, you get it. You get the stamp set it goes with, but especially if there's ever shapes or anything that you could use them for in the future because, all right, I'm thinking we cluster these like right here. We'll just kind of cluster them up right there. And then, do you think we need some more leaves? Maybe we need another leaf hanging down here. Or, I don't know. What do you guys think? Is that too much? Hi, Terry. Of course, it's got to be straight, but... All right. I'm just going to take this off and see. And I'm kind of thinking, if I'm putting anything on here, it's going to be a ribbon. So I'm going to take that. But I don't want it to look like a Halloween card. So I'm afraid if I put black, it's going to be too much. Another big leaf. That's what I'm kind of thinking too. But then that gives me an even number. Okay, let's do a couple of leaves real quick. I know I want to get to the other card, but we're just going to have to do it. Time for a mini. All right. So let's go with this one and this one. And here's the black. I'm always afraid when I'm cutting like this, I'm going to cut my finger. And every time I do it, I think, gee, I hope I don't cut my finger. And you would think that I would not cut like that, but I do. All right, I think I might end up doing 2 leaves. So let's just, for you know what, and grins, let's just see if it's gonna work. My poor desk. All right, we know how temperamental this one can be, so let's try and get it on there. On top of moving grid paper, we know how nice that is to work with, right? Oh, good, Tashana, and you're in Florida, so I know if you're good, I'm good. I am going to try and record my other holiday class after this. I wish I could show you guys all what that will look like, but oh, it's so pretty. I want to give you a hint, but I'm trying not to. I was told, don't do it. So I'm not going to, but I can tell you, you're going to love it. Love it, love it. I've had several people ask me about words of cheer and to work with it. And I was already had that on my list to do for a class. So that made it easy. Okay, I'm going to pick this up because I already put it together and my machine is over here. All right, here we go. I like to hold them, make sure everything's going to stay where it needs to stay. Usually don't do it on shaking paper, but you know. All right. I'll just set that over here. My poor paper. All right, I'm trying to keep my paper straight so you guys don't get all wobbly on me. All right. So let's see, now we have 2 more. So now we have some to play with. And this is what I like to do. If I'm going to do 1 more to give it a try, I might as well do 2. Number 1, I can throw it inside my die and have it in the future for something, which I'm already loving the look of this, so that might just happen. And if I decide to add 2 more, I've already got it done. And then that way I have 3 leaves, which gives me that odd number. I'm trying to train my son, you guys. He's called me up today and said, hey, you want to go here? My son has his swimming lesson. My son. My grandson, they're like two peas in a pod. I can't even tell you how much alike those two are, but looking at my grandson is like looking at my son 30 years ago, or well, 27 years ago. It's crazy. But I said, I can't. I've got a video tonight, and I'm doing my other video for my class. And he goes, oh, well, can you do it later? And I'm like, no, you don't understand. So I said, no, I have to stay at the same time, and I've got people that I get to chat with, which I really enjoy. So I'm gonna go next time and watch. But my son makes fun of me because I do YouTube videos. Makes fun of me in a good way, I should say. Ooh, Carol, that's a good idea. I like that. Oops. Okay, so see how my end tip of my glue is getting gooey because I've been using it all day. So just take your baby wipe and just kind of clean it off. And, oops. When you guys hear my recording of my next video, I'm probably going to have the fan on. It's kind of warm in here. I think it's because I have all the lights on and everything. Okay. There we go. So pretty. You know, I wasn't sure. When I was thinking about the glimmer paper, I was like, that might be a little much. But boy, am I happy how that came out. If you're doing a Halloween card, I'm thinking you go for the orange and this black and green. Oh, how pretty. Okay. I'm not a big Halloween card person. Oh, look at my stuff got all crazy. Okay. So we know we're going to do this, and I think I am going to not pop this up because everything else is going to be popped up. So we know we're going to do this, and the sentiment's going to be popped up. So let's, and I'm going to put a little extra in the middle just because even though this isn't really embossed, it is kind of, it's got texture to it. So I'm just going to put it on a line here. I just want a little bit of a, you can't really measure from here, but I just want a little bit of a line. Okay, so we're going to do that. And I'm going to use foam. So I have to tell you, my new found love, and I will be using this on my bingo, just so you know. I am going to, let's just do it this way. We're going to take this off, and this is probably a little thick, but that's okay. And put our sentiment down. And then I'm going to do one more like right here. That was probably a better size right there. And cut that. It's nice and solid. I'm loving this adhesive. Okay. And now that's for later. All right, so we're just gonna, just so we can kind of know what we're doing here. All right, everybody, here we go. Oh, let me see where. All right, so I want that to kind of poke out because I really like that to be the main deal there. And I want this to kind of look like it's like right there maybe. This is going to be popped up, so we could probably do something like that. Ooh, ooh. Oops, we need dimensionals. Don't forget to like the video, please, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Uh-oh, except I lost a flower. Where did it, oh, here it is, way over here. How'd that happen? Okay, so we're gonna, I still think if we do our little collage of flowers here, which I'm liking, we can still throw out our little green one here, like maybe in the middle of these flowers, but pull it out a little bit. All right, what do you guys think of that? Oh, thank you. Lisa, you're always so good about finding my stuff. Okay, so what do you think? Do we need another one on here or no? Or should we put this on the inside? Or move everything down a tad. What do you think? Inside or outside? Should we put this last leaf on the, and of course I'll fix this and cluster it a little bit better and, you know, the sentiment and all that. But do you think we should put it on the inside? No little leaf. Take the little leaf out. It does kind of stick out because there's no black on it. Okay. So this last one on the inside. Is that the one I should take off? It's coming together and so pretty. Oh, thank you. Oh, little leaf inside. That's a good idea. All right. Okay, so let's start with this one because I definitely want this to be like our main flower sticking out like right here. And then we'll put this one just up there. I'm laying these lightly because I am kind of thinking of keeping this leaf because this is going on the inside. So let me just see what I want to do here. Okay, this one I know I'm going to put over here, but now, no, we're going to put this over here. Like that. All right, I think I'm going to be good at putting this down. Yeah, I'm leaning towards 3 leaves too, you guys. Okay. I do like the idea of the third being on the inside. All right, so I'm just going to tuck this just like so lightly underneath that. Let me make sure it's straight because that's not. Okay, on the line. Okay, I'm good with that. All right, so I'm thinking this one for sure. Oops. Hello. This one's naked. Gotta fix it. I just cleaned my desk up and to the left. It was all clean except my 2 buckets for my classes. And now it's like, it looks like a glitter bomb went off with all my glitter paper. All right, so let's do this one. I'm going to do this up and this down just so it's kind of like that. I'm still thinking how I'm going to do that one for sure. I do want this one snuggled right up there. Okay, and I think I'm going to layer these and kind of cluster them. I like that idea. All right, another naked leaf. I don't know what happened here. I guess I just did one. All right. Let's clean this up so you can see the project and not my disaster area. All right, so I'm liking, let's see, I think this one's gonna have to come like this, which I'm good with. This one I want to cover the stem, and this one, okay, so let's, all right, this one's good. I want this one to come right up on here. Like, so the foam square, the dimensional is there. I'm just going to slide it right up against on both here and here, like it's just kind of draping over. And we're going to twist that so the leaf is over the branch. Now you could trim that off if it sticks out and if it's somewhere that, you know, you're not liking it, but I think I'm going to tuck this leaf under, but I got to move it in a little bit because I've got a branch sticking out here. So let's try this way. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to go under until I adhere it, and then nope, it's going to stay just like that, which I'm fine with. It just looks like it's, and I'm going to curl that up a little bit right there. And just curl these just a little bit, because this other one, this one, I'm going to put under and over. So see how it's under the leaf but over this? And I'm going to kind of tuck it like right there. Okay. This one right here, I'm going to see if I can pull this leaf up a little bit and have it on top. I want them to kind of intertwine a little bit. Okay. This one's not attached yet, but I will. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna have to do it like that better. Okay, which I'm fine with this. No, I'm not. I want this one. Okay. This one, I'm gonna do last. I'm gonna add a glue dot now though, because I kind of pulled it up a little bit. You guys can see my thought process. I'm like, no, I don't like that. Okay, so I have some orange here and some orange here, so I want the orange kind of in the middle, but I'm gonna kind of intertwine these leaves a little bit. There, I'm much happier with that. See, now you can kind of see all of the black, but they're all intertwined, and I like that a lot better. Okay, now we're gonna go back up here. And I'm thinking just like that is fine. Now, I could always take off a leaf. So, and put two here and stick this one in between, but I think it's going to be, yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it up here. But you know what I mean. You can just take a leaf off and use it somewhere else. Oh, thanks to Shauna. Thanks, Sharon. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and put that in. This one kind of wiggles, so you can kind of put it where you want it. All right, so there we go. Let's get our little leaf here, and now our white card base. Oh, where is our white card base? All right. Oh, here it is. All right, and I don't have an inside, and this, oh my goodness, you guys. Okay, hold on. We still need something. All right, do we need I'm thinking maybe just the black flat, but then the flat, oh, I have an idea. It's kind of flat compared to the shimmer, right? Oh, hold on, I have an idea. Okay, so I'm going to put this on flat. Okay, so the next card is going to be all right. So did you see how much I went close down there? So I start up here and I just kind of slide it down so I can wipe it off basically. All right, so we're going to put this on here. So I want the black dots on here, the matte dots, but I don't want the matte. So what we're going to do is we are going to bring this in and our Wink of Stella. And we're going to take some of our black dots here and we're going to color them. And I'm going to color them on here because I don't want them to get all over my card until I think about splattering it. But right now I'm going to just color these, and it should dry fairly quickly because they are, I believe, the Wink of Stella. When I refill, I do alcohol. So I don't know if it's alcohol yet, but that's what I'm thinking. All right, so I'm just going to blow on it. Let's see if it dries quickly. All right, I'm going to take this one and I'm going to put it right in the middle of there. I probably should have put a little glue there, but I didn't. And then I'm afraid that these are going to drip down if they're not all the way dry. So maybe I should let them dry. Because that one looks good, but this one's still not quite. There we go. So that one you can't even see. So I'm going to do 3 more. Oh, I should do a little one. All right. Okay, this is why. Thanks, Naomi. All right, so it seems like I don't know if these are going to dry fast enough. And I'm afraid to put them on my card and then they take a while to dry. It doesn't look like it's, yeah, it kind of does. Well, I'm kind of liking them. Okay, let me touch this one. Oh yeah, it's on there, but it kind of wipes off. So I'm afraid to do that. Because every time I move it, it all slides down to one side. I think if I left them overnight, they might do it, but I'm going to do the black anyway. And we can always replace that later with the shine if we want. But I'm thinking the black is going to be just fine. And then I think I'll put one more black one like right there. All right, what do you guys think? That is our, I think that turned out to be a good Whip It Up Wednesday and not What to Do Wednesday. So I'm good with that. Yay. That one turned out good. That's always a plus. Like I told my husband, this could be a, yeah, this, so the Wink of Stella, I think if it was overnight, it would probably dry, but we're not going to deal with that because we want to do a different card. Now, this one ended up being a Whip It Up Wednesday. The next one, oh, let's do our little leaf. I'm just going to add the glue, and because this is so, well, I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we put something on the inside? Now you guys know I can't keep it simple, right? All right, so if we do a black, yeah, let's do that. Let's do a black lining on the inside, just a black card base, something simple. So we're going to do, I want it to be not as beautiful as the front, but definitely look finished. I think leaving it white and adding a green leaf would just not be fun. Okay, it's still kind of adhering. Okay, and let's take a white. I just had this one. And we'll go a little smaller. So we're doing 4 by 5 1/4 in the black and 3 3/4 by 5 in the white. And we'll layer that there. And then we're going to add our cute little leaf. And I think that's all we need is this cute little leaf is just enough to bring a little bling on the inside. And we'll put this like right there. I think that is enough. I'm not going to squish it with runner, so I'll just do our liquid real quick here. Add that here. And we will add, you know how great this glue is and how well it holds. And so this will be a nice finish for the inside. All right, there's our inside and our outside. So there is a perfect reason why to get the shaded summer shadow dies. Again, these are in the sale-a-bration, and tomorrow is the last day. So if you put your glimmer paper in and you put your shaded summer stamp set in and your black glitter paper in, and then you can get your work on getting your shaded summer. You can get your black matte dots, and this would be a great set. And look at the different colors on your papers and the ombre, and that's in this paper. And this is what you get right here. So that's it, the rainbow paper. And it is 2 sheets. You get 2 sheets per pack. And then you've also got this great black paper. And then the die that I used for this one was the stitched greenery. And love, love, love this. So thanks, you guys. All right, so let's get busy on the next one, where we're not sure what we're doing, but what I did do is Coastal Cabana, so saffron, and then basic white, which now looks like it has something on it. So let's see. Ta-da! All right, so there we go with that. Let's move this out of the way. So now we're going to do more stamping. We're going to kind of use this. I'm going to click my fan on one, you guys. It's warm in here. When you have these big old lights on, okay, it's on low. I hope it's not too loud. All right, so I think, should we use this flower or this one? I'm kind of thinking this one because it's bigger. All right, let's use the larger one. That way we know it's going to take up some space because we don't know what we're doing with the rest yet. I think we will use this one, and let's try this one. And then let's go with a happy birthday because we're always needing a birthday. Oh, let's see. Is there a sympathy? Let's see. Let's put this back. Let's see. I just used this one. Above and beyond, you go there a lot. Love you, friend. Happy birthday. Some friendships are meant to be. Hello, you, and thank you. Let's do a happy birthday. We always need happy birthday. Okay, so we're going to use these 3. And so what I'm going to do first is move some stuff out of the way because I do not want it to get ink all over it. And what I've decided, I'm going to bring my mat in that we use. And I have a a craft mat. So we have a craft mat I'm going to use, and we're going to put right here. Let me pull it over a little bit. Let me get this one out of the way. So we're going to do a craft mat, and we're going to do baby wipes. And then if this isn't exactly a baby wipe technique, but it is. So we're just going to take 2 baby wipes. And I haven't done this in a long time, and normally this is not the kind of technique to do first run like this without kind of testing it. But we're just going to go with it. All right, so what I do is I bring in my smoky slate. It's a really light, and you know, I'm going to change my mind because of the color palette that I used. I'm going to bring in the petal pink, okay, because we're going with light colors. I have Coastal Cabana, Polished Pink, and So Saffron. So what we're going to do is take our petal pink. We're going to take our image, and let's put this on this large stamp here. And now we're going to just ink this up. And there's like some different techniques that are a lot like this, but this will give you an idea. I'm going to turn it this way because it's a longer stamp. And we're just going to stamp it right there so you can see what your image is on here, okay? And we used a really light color. And this isn't going to be exact, but it's going to be close enough. So we can wipe this part off. And I think I'm going to bring in, we're going to use Coastal Cabana, and that's going to be our branches because this is just going to be a soft color. So bring in the Coastal Cabana, and now you're going to basically color. So you're taking your tips, and it doesn't have to be exact, right? It's going to spread out a little bit. This is all your leaves right here. So just kind of put your leaves right here. And this is leaves. Okay. And now what I think I'm going to do is this has like a little cluster right here. And it looks kind of like right here. This looks kind of like a little something different. So we're going to pull in a different color for that. And then we're going to go ahead and fill this in. And again, it's going to move a little bit. I want to look at this because it's starting to smudge a little, which is fine. That's what we want. Okay. And we've got our leaves up there. We've got our leaves there. Okay, so I'm good with that. I'm going to bring in Sahara sand. Oh, I think I'm going to use, yeah, I'll use Sahara sand. Let's use Sahara sand. So this right here, and even though in the picture it crosses over, that's okay. We're going to go right here and just put a little bit of Sahara sand. All right. And now I want to put, and I'm just going for one image. I mean, if you were going to do a bunch of them, that kind of might be different. We are going to actually do the pink first, and I'm going to do the pink in the center. Because you know, flowers, sometimes they're darker in the center. And again, you could hold this over and kind of see where you're at. Okay, see how it just kind of spreads? And right there. Okay, so that's good. All right, and now you're going to take your So Saffron and go around. Now remember that this is going to be a very loosely done watercolor kind of technique. It's not going to be exact. We've got our, and you're going out past, but your stamp's only so big, right? So it's going to go right on there. So we are first going to stamp it on a piece of scratch paper. So let me find another piece of paper just to kind of get an idea. And just like I showed you in the fall class, if you participated in that, don't keep going over. You want to make sure you wipe that off a little bit, okay? So now you're just going to kind of come in and kind of just get it inked up, okay? And now you're going to stamp. See how that came out? So you've got your little brown, and there is another little brown right there, but there's green that kind of spread right there because of the stem. and that's okay. So what we're going to do is we are going to now take our paper and we're going to go back, and now I'm going to wipe this off. You really don't have to, as long as you kind of get in the same spot. But if you're doing multiple cards like this, you definitely want to make sure you wipe it off after a few times, because it'll get pretty muddy looking. All right, so I'm going to go pretty much on the same spot, and I'm going to kind of squish it in there. And then you could just tap, make sure you're getting your ink really inky, and we're just going to, I'm going to stamp this a little tilted. Okay, we'll just leave it on there for a minute so your paper adheres. Okay, so see how much lighter it is right now? But that's okay. It's just, this is getting a little dry because, number one, I have a fan on. Number two, you don't have a lot on here, so just do a little bit more. This re-inker goes a long way, so you can definitely be generous with it and add some on there. I'm going to add more pink, just a drop, because it's going to spread. I'm going to add, and I only did 2 baby wipes. If you do more, it's going to absorb and get a little thicker. So it's just, keep that in mind when you have more baby wipes and you put them down there. It's going to give you that more of a cushion and absorb more. This is 2 layers. It's not very thick. 2 baby wipes. All right, so I'm just going to go straight back down again. Okay, I'm going to turn this one over. And I'm going to go like that. Okay, so see how much darker that one is? And it is okay that the colors are kind of smudged already, and I don't have any problems with that. So what we'll do now is we're going to take this, and I'm going to use I'm trying to find what I want here. I'm going to use the Pretty Flowers, and we're going to emboss it just to add some texture. Okay. I don't think I'm going to add anything else. I was kind of thinking of adding some of those other little stamps I brought out, but for right now, I am not going to do that. But I do need my embossing plate here. Oops. We need our shim. This isn't a 3D, it's just a regular embossing. Oh, you're welcome, you guys. It's just, if you use a lighter color, it just depends on what kind of inks, you know, what color inks you're going to be using. But oh, I'm glad you guys haven't seen it. I always love it when there's something new. All right, so there you go. It's in the image. Look how pretty that embossing folder is, and it's not even a 3D one. And I think I did it upside down, but it's still very pretty, so I'm not worried about it. Okay, and then we're going to add it on here. So let's do our glue, because oh, I could have done this side too. Both of the sides are so pretty. All right, so we're just going to do it like this. I just wanted to add some texture. We're going to add that there. So I think this is a really pretty soft for a sympathy card or anything like that. I'm going to add a bow. So again, this is how I like to do it. I'm going to leave the tail fairly long on this one. I'm going to do a double bow. And then what I do is I figure that the bow is going to go about there, and I get a tail, so it's about that long. All right, so I'm going to make my double bow. And I like to have tails on the bows, but it's hard if you're wrapping around to do a bow. So Again, do my video bow when I have that, you know, check out my bow video. And then I'm just going to add this here. I'm going to go around. All right, and then we're going to come back. So we need a glue dot. I wanted to make sure it was long enough, and it is. I like to do two, just kind of right by each other. We could put it right here, which I kind of think I might. Kind of like it's on the flowers right there, kind of sideways. Let's see how that looks. No, because that kind of feels like it's in the middle of the page. But we're going to go right to the side of that. And then come right across here, because I'm going to put the sentiment probably right around there. All right, so now we're going to come up over the bow and up under. So all the way up across the top and under, so that I can pull this in. And I'm going to add my glue dots here so that it looks like it's a, let me add this one, another one. And then pull this. Okay, we can tighten this up right here, add one on the back, and that'll help. Okay, and then pull this a little bit and down, and then I like to put another glue dot right here under this one so that it stays in place. Oh yeah, Gloria, the bow video will be really helpful. Okay, I want this to turn a little bit, so like that way. All right. Okay, so I want this bow to turn, so I'm going to add another glue dot, and I'm going to turn this bow this way and add a glue dot over here so it will stay the way I want it to go. Okay, so there we go. And now we need to add our sentiment. This is going to go on here. And we need, I have this just sitting here. I believe this comes from the, I think it's the little Pretty Pillow. Let me double check. Oh, that's not Pretty Pillow. Oh, I don't know where this one came from. But it might be kind of long. Okay, maybe not. Let's try. Okay, so this came from the Pretty Pillow. I made extra. I have a bunch here. So this one came from the Pretty Pillow. This is the soft succulent, or not the soft succulent. This is the new in color open weave ribbon, and it's the polished pink, which is the color I used for the flower. So let's do our happy birthday on this one. I think this is a better fit. And I think I'm going to use just Jade. No, Coastal Cabana. That's what I used. So the only idea I had were the colors and the technique. And make sure when you use your stamp pad and your stamping that you go up all over, because if you continue to go in the same spot, you're never going to get that ink used all over, and you're going to think you're out of ink, and it's just really that one spot you keep inking in. So we'll do this, and I don't think we need this little guy. Like, oh, we could put this on the inside. Let's leave him out. All right, so let's use our dimensionals. And I'm okay doing the white on white because I think this is just a simple, sweet card. And we're going to add some dimensionals on. I mean, I'm going to put this right below right there. And then we're going to add I can find them. Some of these. So we're going to add some in color. And we have yellow and pink, and I don't always like to mix colors on our project, so I think I'm just going to do this pink one and then get a little one. And then we'll add another big pink one like over here. There. And now we will adhere it, and another Whip It Up Wednesday in the books. I liked showing a larger coastal cabana around the outside. This, now you could use, let's see really quickly, if we have this piece of paper, you could fold this up, and I showed you this in my other video. And you could, you know, do something to where wipe it and use it for something else. So just as a thought, you could do that. So that's a mess. Thank you. Yeah, the Pretty Pillow die set is, let me show you. This is it right here. And it's got a really cute, it has a really cute die in it, and then these little tiny like flowers, and then it's got this for the flap and the sentiment. It's really, really cute. It's tiny, so if you want to set it like at a bridal shower, or you know, some kind of a event for little place setting things, even like a Thanksgiving or something like that, if you wanted to put some mints in it or something like that at the table, would be really cute. Okay, so there is that one, and here is this one. So this is using the dies, and this one is using the stamps. Oh, the stamp name here is the Shaded Summer. Shaded Summer. Now this one I don't think really needs to have anything. You could put the white panel inside. So this one's cut, so let's do this one. And we could just use this little branch, or you could have stamped this again and put it on the corner. So you can do kind of whatever works. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I may make a little DSP paper to put on the bottom or something, but you could just add a little branch, or you know, use something else that's in here. You've got this other flower cluster right here too that's really pretty. I think this would be really pretty in a circle or something like that would be nice too. So all right, so let me know what your favorite one is. Now that my paper's all dirty underneath it. I hope you do try it, Bonnie. What is the Pretty Pillow? Oh yeah, so you got that, what the Pretty Pillow was, right? And then again, this is the Summer Shadows. These are in the sale-a-bration, which is going out tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last day. So if you have these, or if you're interested in these, I think these would make a beautiful sympathy card, or birthday, or even wedding, anything. It's so pretty, so elegant. I love the font. It's just, I really like everything about this. And when I saw that it had dies, I could not be happier. I was so happy. Thanks to Shauna. Yeah, I have to say that I'm super happy the way this one came out. And I see more of these in my future. I may have to make a bunch of birthday cards like that or something, because I'm thinking I just love how those came out. And then this one, of course, is just a really fun technique. And you could have put 2 clusters of flowers at the top. I might have moved this up a little higher because of the label and the birthday. So I might have moved that up a little bit. And the bow is kind of big. I might have made it just a little bit smaller because this is a smaller image. But I have to say that the paper, the embossing it was just, you know, just really adds a bunch, and it's a quick, simple card. Oh, good. Oh, good, Katie. Thanks, Rebecca. All right, you guys, I would love it if for a thumbs up and a subscribe if you're not subscribed on my channel. It just kind of gives you a notification if I come live, and that's if you hit the notification. If you subscribe, I will just show up on the list on your left-hand side, so that when you do decide you have time to jump on and you want to check out some YouTube channels, my channel will just be right there on the left-hand side. Easy for you to open it up and take a look and see what's going on. And so that is what that is all about. So now I get to go and create with my Christmas card class that I'm going to have. I hope you guys join me. It's going to be a really, really great class. Should I give you a sneak peek if you're still here? Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. Can you hear that? Oh, my microphone's over here. Can you hear that? Okay, so I'm just going to give you a little tiny peek. Okay, that's all. So yes, I am still using bedazzling paper because it's amazing and I have it. And so you will get it in your kit. And all 4 of these projects are super cute. So I'm going to be doing that video next. Thanks, you guys. So I hope you join me in that video. I will probably have that either tonight or tomorrow posted to register for that class. So I did say it's available October 1st, but I'm going to try and get it up earlier. It's just a little tease. But if you look on here, you'll get a little idea of all of the things. So you can see the one I showed you is on the top right side because it's the shaker. And but all of these projects are amazing. So I hope you guys will join the class. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I will be live here on Sunday. But next week I will be off from Monday through the following Sunday. But I'll be back on the Whip It Up Wednesday because I'm going to be going to a wedding out of town. So I will see you guys this coming Sunday. You guys have a fantastic rest of your week. If I get a chance, I have company coming in, but I might jump on Saturday because it's World Card Making Day. So I hope you guys get to spend your time crafting and creating and having a really good time on Saturday. Buzz you later, Tashana. Thank you everybody for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I'm glad it was a successful Whip It Up Wednesday. It's a little nerve-wracking, like I said. It could be ending up being a what not to do Wednesday, but so far so good. All right, everybody, have a fantastic rest of your week, and I will see you on Sunday. Bye.